Welcome back to Cairo in Egypt. We've been watching the women's individual finals as now we move to the indoor arena for the fencing round robin. Uncomfortably hot for all concerned, but some remaining cooler than others, with some surprises emerging from individual bouts in the early stages of the fencing. And it was Lena Schöneborn of Germany, Natalia Cole of Ireland and Sunwoo Kim of Korea who emerged top of the round robin. As now we head outside for the bonus rounds with your commentator Tim Capel.
So on to the fencing then, and first up we're going to see Anna Buriek, who's had a very good year against Sunwoo Kim of South Korea. Buriek was part of the team relay event team who was second in the European Championships in Minsk this year. Sunwoo Kim is just 19 years of age, but youth would prevail here. Sunwoo Kim would get the win. Next up then, it's Natalia Coyle of Ireland, the 26-year-old from Dublin, who competed at both London 2012 and indeed Rio last year. Won a gold as well this year with Arta Lanigan O'Keefe in that mixed relay event in Poland this year. So she's really enjoying a good, consistent year. Sunwoo Kim is her very first World Championships, but she was adapting herself well, but not well enough as Natalia Coyle wins. Well, 2017 has been a very good year for Coyle, as we said. Remember, she had her finish in Rio upgraded to 6th in June. But against Schönborn, who's won 17 career medals, including 6 World Championship golds across the events. She's a former Olympic champion as well from Beijing. She's got all of the experience, but she's just moving into veteran territory now. Coyle on the attack early on here, trying to take the game to Schönborn, putting her under pressure, giving her questions to answer here. And she's been on the defensive right from the start. Just under 5 seconds, as you can see on the clock there. So Coyle again takes the right away and again launches that attack, and it's good enough. And it's victory then for Coyle here of Ireland. Coyle's reflexes just too quick there for Schönborn. And that will translate into a table that looks like this. Gap beginning to open up at the top as well. 14 points. Schönborn leads Natalia Cole of Ireland with Sunwoo Kim in third. And on to the most difficult discipline of them all as horse and athlete combine in the riding event. So Gubidelina of Russia, who lost her unbeaten record in the pool earlier on, was back in imperious form here. And she would produce near perfection. 1 minute 9 her time, 1 point deduction in the end, which would give her 299 points out of 300. And the benchmark had been set very, very high indeed. Foldazi of Hungary, the 24-year-old who competed in Rio last year, and looked very impressive with that third place finish in the pool earlier. Again, producing an impressive set of results here. 1 minute and 5 her time, and that combined to give her 293 points. For Sunwoo Kim, this event was one to forget and simply chalk up to experience. The 19-year-old who had dreams of a medal ended up being eliminated from the riding competition, and this would literally mean to no points being added to her total, which effectively ended her ambitions of anything close to a podium finish. Well, Coyle's ambitions, though, are very much alive and well. Although acceptable in terms of performance, she would fall just short of what she would need to take first place here. 1 minute and 16 would translate into 275 points for Coyle. Well, the big surprise of the day was the performance of Lena Schönborn of Germany. The competition leader would give up most of the lead that she'd worked so hard to get in the opening events. 1 minute and 10 her time, but with penalties added and taking into account, she would accrue just 263 points. Let's then take a look at the table with one event to go and see how this competition has been reignited. Schönborn's lead at the top down to just 2 points. And this then is the handicap ahead of the last event, the laser run. So then the final event, Lena Schönborn has got it all to lose here. Foldazi just a couple of seconds behind her. There you can see Coyle as well in third place. Gubaidulina of Russia is going to be the key threat here. She moves in there in fourth place at the moment, keeping a very, very steady hand there. Gubaidulina now looking to see those green lights light up 5 in a row, and it is Gubaidulina who is away first here, and Schönborn is already dropped down the rankings. So Schönborn loses first place. Coyle is behind there too. So we've got an immediate change in the leaders here. As you can see, Gubaidulina, the 25-year-old Russian, has taken the lead. She started with only 3 seconds to make up, and she made it up very quickly, and Foldazi is there alongside her as well. So the Hungarian, who started her ascent with that performance in the swimming earlier on, did exceptionally well there. Well, we just saw Kovacs go through there, who's won, 11 career medals, including 4 golds, but it doesn't look as if she's going to be getting close this time around. So here comes Gubaidulina again, first to pick up the gun, and again she's turning those red lights green very, very swiftly indeed. Very, very steady arm, quickly changes, and she's off again. Coyle of Ireland coming through in fourth place, but this is fantastic from Gubaidulina of Russia. Foldazi is beginning to drift behind her. So back to the front of the competition is Bien of China, still some way behind, but keep an eye out here on Anastasia Prokopenko of Belarus, who's beginning to move through the field. Started in 14th place and already made up significant ground, but nowhere near getting close to Gubaidulina, who just seems to be extending her lead here. From Foldazi there, and Schönborn, who's just hanging in there. But just look at how impressively Gubaidulina is turning those red lights green. It is literally 5 in 5, and again she's off and running. Schönborn under real pressure there from Foldazi of Hungary, the 24-year-old Hungarian who competed in Rio. She's never medaled at a major championships before. Schönborn again, you can see just how much ground she's lost there. Well, there's Tamara Alexeyev, who had a great competition in the World Cup in Lithuania, which she won very recently, but she isn't going to win here, that is for sure, because Gubaidulina is still very much in control of this event here. There's Schönborn beginning to drop way, way down there. She's going to have a struggle there to hang on the bronze medal position there if she's not careful. Gubidelina then has the race there to lose, and just look at the ground that she has in between her and Zofia Foldazi of Hungary. Now, we told you to keep an eye on Prokopenko, and this is the reason why. She really is eating up this ground. These, though, are the leading two. Schönbrunn literally dragging herself in to pick up that gun. Away goes Gubidelina again. The shooting has been absolutely exemplary here. There goes Foldazi. And going through your picture there is Prokopenko. She's moved from 14th place into bronze medal position. There she goes, the 31-year-old from Belarus. Won the Euros in Minsk very recently, narrowly missed out on Olympic glory twice, and she's making up for it late on in her career. But this is the leader, Gubidelina of Russia. She's had this right in the palm of her hand, this race, but who would have believed it that Prokopenko is trying to close down here on Foldazi of Hungary. But the night is going to belong to Gubidelina of Russia, who will become only the second Russian to win the individual event at the World Championships. Foldazi will take the silver medal, and Prokopenko from 14th up to bronze medal position.
Oh my god! My swimming is very good, I think, but my fencing is not good today. But I'm very happy, really.
For me, it's a really bad shooting race was, but I think not enough. But I'm happy. That's all. It's enough for the second phase. And I'm really happy, and thank you everybody to support me at home. Now I'm again Zofia Foldazi in a podium.
Yes, I'm after Champions Europe.
She won the European Championship like 3 weeks ago, and she was a little bit tired, but I think that now she returned back for good mood.
And so Gubidelina takes the win here in Egypt. Gold to the Russian after a truly thrilling event. Zofia Foldazi of Hungary second, and Anastasia Prokopenko of Belarus in third after an amazing performance in the laser run. Plenty more after the break as we return to Egypt with highlights of the mixed relay finals. Join us again in just a few minutes.